Hello, everyone. You are welcome to Anchor Network, where you get reliable and authentic news that are so crucial to you. I say big thank you to everyone who has been part of this channel and who has taken time to subscribe. And if you are yet to subscribe, I say please click the red subscribe button and also the bell icon. The bell icon will allow you to get notified anytime we publish any news. This is what Imo Governor Ihedioha told South African returnees who fled xenophobia. Governor Ihedioha says his state will take care of South African returnees of Imo descent. Imo State Governor Emeka Ihedioha says his state will reintegrate and resettle indigenes of the state who recently fled xenophobic attacks in South Africa. The governor has set up an internal ministerial committee to map out strategies for their resettlement, says Chibike Unyuku, Chief Press Secretary to the governor. Receiving the returnees at the government house, Owerri, this week, Governor Ihedioha appreciated God for saving the lives of the returnees and reminded them that this is a period of soul searching. He said, "We understand clearly the import of this incident. What the displacement has given rise to is that you have to start afresh, begin to adjust and start a new life," Ihedioha has said. The governor also announced that a desk has been set up to articulate a plan that will guarantee sustainable livelihoods for them. Ihedioha disclosed that the Internal Ministerial Resettlement Committee, which will be headed by a special advisor on diaspora affairs, Professor Chudi Uwazurike, will be made up of the Ministries of Youth, Labor, Education, Health, and will be supervised by the Ministry of Gender and Vulnerable Group Affairs. The governor also assured that the state is doing its best to partner with the federal government in order to ensure that special attention is given to Imo returnees, as the state has fulfilled all the requirements needed by the Diaspora Commission. The latest spate of attacks on migrants in South Africa began from the suburbs of Johannesburg on Sunday, September 1st, 2019. By Monday, September 2nd, South African men and women clutching cudgels and stones were chanting wars songs and marching to the central business streets of South Africa's biggest city to burn shops and businesses owned by Nigerians, Somalians, and other foreign nationals. Before long, more than 50 shops and business premises, mainly owned by Nigerians and Somalians, had been burnt to the ground. 12 persons reportedly died in the latest attacks, a chunk of them South Africans. In the wake of the attacks, the federal government airlifted Nigeria who were willing to return home in partnership with private airline airpeace. The attacks threatened relations between Nigeria and South Africa, the two biggest economies on the continent. Nigeria President Muhammadu Buhari has just returned from South Africa, where he discussed the attacks with his South African President Cyril Ramaphosa. Before I talk on what the governor is trying to do and is a kind gesture, I just want to correct one impression here. This statement that the Nigerian government lifted Nigerians who were willing to return home in partnership with private airline airpeace. I think Nigerians know the actual truth. It is not the federal government in the first place. The reverse should be the case. If I'm not mistaken, the reverse is the case. It is the airpeace that solely took the responsibility of bringing those who were willing to come back, because Nigerian government did not do anything. They were just going back and forth. You can even understand, or you can even try to see what the president went there to do, trying to tell Nigerians that the small jobs, small businesses, that they shouldn't be involved in it, since the countries or the home or their host, if they don't like it, they should just avoid it. You are not even telling them not to even engage in illegal things. If it is on that note, at least we will understand that one. And more so, they are just concerned about the business, the relationship between Nigeria and South Africa. Both presidents, you can just imagine their mindset. They don't care. And that what the president of South Africa cares about is he wants people, big shots, big companies to come to South Africa, not individuals who own small shops. And that is to tell you how, I don't know what to use. That is to tell you their mind, the kind of wickedness they have in their hearts. So they believe that we are more advantageous in the sense that they have other companies or in our country. So they themselves, they want a kind of they want it to be reciprocated. They don't care about smaller people. And at the end of the day, there are people are saying that other nationals are collecting their jobs. It's not as if it was the government that gave them money to set up the businesses for them. The businesses they are doing is not a government jobs. So I see no reason why they were doing all of that. We have said these things several times. So that being said, I just wanted to clear that area. Reverse is the case. It is not the government that lifted them. It is the airpiece. So they want to start taking glory. Now, since those people have come, they said they are going to give them 40,000 naira worth recharge card to give to them to be making call for 2 months, and they'll give them 10,000 naira. I don't know how that one is going to work. And they talked about a bank of industry to be able to help them, maybe to give them loan or whatever. Up till now, we have not heard anything about that. I know that one might enter voicemail. We know the way they behave. The president, of course, the visit to my my opinion, the visit, our president Buhari's visit to South Africa is does not make sense. He just went there because if really that he has the interest of the people at heart, just statements even before now that he went there, he would have made nothing. But at the end of the day, he went there. You could see what he was talking about. You could see what he was saying from his mouth. It's very, very unfortunate. Very, very unfortunate. And you expect people not to insinuate a lot of things. You expect people not to be throwing all manner of things at you. You expect people not to say that you are so tribalistic. You expect people not to say that you hate them. Is that not what it means? Back to Emeka Ihedioha. It's a good thing to do. And we hope that they follow it through. Not, to suspend the whole thing in the midway. Not just to sing rhetoric or just to try to get at people, for people to start praising you. They have to follow it through and make sure that it happens according to what they have said. And if really other governors, if they can do it, I think it will be more okay, and it will be more easier for even the federal government, of course, because those ones, I'm not sure they are going to do anything. One thing is that they would have let all the governors just pick their people and everything will settle. Then maybe federal governments can now support them at that level, but let the state governors or the state government, let them take the responsibilities of those people. At least it will ease out the problem a bit. Then the federal government can now try to help them, to contribute to what the state government will be doing to them. Let these guys be well settled, because they are not liabilities. Just like I've been saying, they are not liabilities. They never bargained for this situation. They never bargained. It was not as if maybe they went there and they couldn't meet up, or they couldn't, they were not hardworking. And that was one of the reasons why they left Nigeria in the first place. If not because of those people are something else, those South African people, they are really something else. Of course, they would have still be there. Nobody even planned. They never envisaged that they were going to be back, to Nigeria. So, but unfortunately, it has happened. So they really need to help them. They really need to settle them very well, because they are so hardworking. They are more hardworking than most of all of these people that are holding one position or the other at the government level. So that's being said. So the federal government should try and support them. It will be a good thing, just like Ihedioha is doing. Let other governors follow suit. If they can do it, at least it will get across to everybody. It's not that maybe they are just giving them peanuts. Federal governments can just bring peanuts from the country's coffer and give to them. It might not be enough. But if the federal government allows, or if it's not even allowed, if the other governors can really emulate what Ihedioha is saying, that everybody answer your papa name, then they'll settle. Then at the central, they will just support them, and it will be much, much more easy. So guys, that is just my own opinion concerning it. So if they can do it that way, because like I said, these guys are not really liabilities. They never bargain for this kind of a thing that happened. Just unfortunate that that is the country is just like that. South Africa is just like that. And back home again, nobody's fighting for anybody. Nobody cares about what happens to you. You can imagine the kind of language, the kind of speech that came out from our president saying, very, very unfortunate. Honestly, very, very unfortunate. So, guys, I would like to hear from you what you think about what Ehihedioa is doing. And we hope that, he fulfills his promise, not abandoning them, at the uh, at the end, so that their expectation will not be dashed out. So guys, leave your comments below in the comment section. Thank you very much for always being there. Bye.